Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. I am the Crypto Crow, and it is Thursday. Still have a day and a half left of the week. Uh, it is still Thursday. Well, we're gonna see what we can do today. I actually woke up crazy early this morning. I was up at 5:30. Had a few drinks last night. I was just a little done with the day, quite a bit early. So I just took a break of just everything that I've been doing all week, and just tired, just really, really tired. But you'll see to the right, yeah, the right of me, the new Wargrum website is up, and excuse me, holy cow. Just kind of showing off what it looks like and so forth. There's going to be videos coming soon. Pretty sure they started taking in some of the external play testers to start testing some of this stuff out. Still fleshing out parts of the website and kind of our plans, roadmap, what's to be expected, all that kind of stuff. So I'm definitely excited about Wargrum, man, because I just can't wait to be able to start playing this thing. Building my own collection. I'm going to be minting these things just like you guys are. Obviously, with the way everything is, it's not going to be easy to do, otherwise. I'm not going to be able to get these NFTs unless I mint them. So, yeah, but I'm really excited about this. And there's just so much in the works, and I don't want to say too much and like too soon, but it's coming. It's coming, and I'm definitely looking forward to whooping all of you. So yeah, right now they're adding like a bunch of animations, and I've got the first official set in the works. So basically when this launches, the plan is that everybody's going to get 2 starter decks so that you can play, 2 different play styles. There's going to be endless possibilities with this thing, but basically these 2 starter decks, we're going to try and make them free if we can. But at the very least, you might just pay like minting fees for them. And then that way you can like learn how to play the game and the way the mechanics work, the flow of the game and everything else. And then you'll be able to start minting. And then the first set, I think we're going to have like 240 cards in the first mintable set. And then we'll have resources in those sets. So every pack you mint, you're going to get 1 resource card. It'll be some type of wood or metal or some sort of element. And then once you get enough of those, you're going to be able to start minting legendary gear and items and armor and things with the resources. And there's just a lot of stuff that's coming. So anyway, I just thought I'd touch on that while I'm letting people kind of hop into the live. I will be going to Rare Evo in Vegas. For those of you that don't know, now you know. This will be the first time I've gone to Rare Evo. It's going to be August 15th to the 17th at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. I will be a speaker at the event. I'm going to have a booth there. I've got my lead dev and I think his wife and then some other people, even Chef Crypto Chef, I know him as Jason. I call him Jason. His name's Jason too, but he's likely going to be there as well. We're going to work things out to make sure he can go, and I think he's going to take his wife. I really want to meet him, and I guess he might help out a bit with the Wargrum booth, and there's going to be stuff in the booth related to like the Murder of Crows NFTs and the Crow tokens and all of the fun stuff that I do is kind of just fun. This is my little Bitcoin miner. For those of you that have never seen one of these, this is just a cute, fun little miner that I got. I was looking around. I bought a couple, and then they sent me one for free, and I just have this going in my bathroom. Okay, so basically, what this is it's just a tiny little miner that. They're kind of expensive though, up to 250 gigahash a second. These aren't making anybody wealthy. I don't even know if they'll make a profit, to be honest, but I have it sitting in one of my guest bathrooms, and it's basically just a fun little miner. And I promised I would talk about it a bit. And it comes with a lot of stuff you need: the power supply, a remote control for the lighting, because it lights up in all these different ways with these LEDs. You get a flash drive and a micro SD. About $4.99 with 75-star reviews. They're not super beefy, but like, oh, I just busted my mic. This is my box for mine. This is called the Mars Lander. And basically, it's one of those things where I don't even think I connected this to a mining pool. I'm kind of like letting this run as more of a conversation piece on the 1 in a billion chance I mine a block myself. I mean, because it's possible. You never know. I mean, it's as possible as anything else. But obviously, these large pools with, thousands of miners in the pools have a better chance of basically minting a block and then distributing those blocks to everybody that's a part of the pool. But for me, this is more of just a cute, fun thing. I've got a couple of these little miners that, you would never expect to do much, but you never know. I don't even have the case on mine. They sent me a new case. Actually, I have it right down here. I haven't set it up yet. I probably will soon. But yeah, I mean, this is Bitcoin merch. There's the link in the description. I mean, they haven't paid me. This isn't really a paid segment, but they did send me one to check out to see if I like it. I do. I think it's cute. I mean, if you have the money to burn and you just kind of want people to like come over, visit, and then ask you what the hell is that flashing thing with all the numbers on your sync? Well, there you go. You've got the lead in for a really fun Bitcoin conversation to somebody that's never seen anything like it before. And that's kind of what it is for me. So I just think it's cute and I like it. I'm glad I have it. I don't know how long it'll last, but we'll see. It's fun. Check out the link in the description if you're interested. They have a whole bunch of different miners, little gadget miners of every kind. So check them out and see, if you like that sort of stuff. I think it's cute. Anyway, Bitcoin ETF tracker, 24-hour volume, $829 million with a total market capitalization of $72.17 billion. This is basically made up of all of the spot BTC ETF funds that have launched. And is it me or are there more than there used to be? I feel like the number of these ETF funds have doubled. But of course, everything's down a little bit because we've been seeing a little bit of a downturn in the market, and it's been going like that for a little while, and that's okay. I talk about it all the time. Cardano entry of a lifetime. Analyst predicts 5,600% rally to $25. How about this for a Bitcoin or Cardano price prediction? Cardano price predictions are always all over the place. Obviously, I do my own, and it doesn't matter how I cut the mustard. I really do believe Cardano is going to hit $8 at some point. The question is it going to be, what's it going to be last cycle? Is it going to be this cycle? Is it going to be 2030 cycle? I really don't know. But I do believe Cardano at some point is going to hit and likely settle on around $8. Now, maybe we get to $6 by the peak. I don't know. If that happens, I'm fine with that too. It's still double the previous market. And some would say, oh, if it only gets to $6, that's only 2x over the previous market cycle. That's lame. This other token got 25x in a much shorter time frame, right? And I see this stuff. There's one, I'm not even going to say who it is, but there is one YouTuber that absolutely irks the shit out of me. I see them do Cardano videos where everything's kind of a backhanded compliment. And then pushes Solana. And like when people pretend to be all about the tech and this and that, and then they support Solana, I'm like, what planet are you on? I get being a Solana fan because the number go up, damned be the details as to why. Like people don't care about that. And a lot of like what I would perceive to be crooked YouTubers don't care about. Oh, okay. So I guess I'm still live. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but yeah, that was weird. But it looks like I'm still here and frozen. This is Ada, frozen in 2017. I guess I'll get to those back live again. All right, good. So, but yeah, and I see one person in particular that does these these videos, and he tries to mask himself as though he's like a supporter, but he throws all these little quips in to like shit on it at the same time, and then talks about how great Solana is. And I just people like that just irk me because it's so disingenuous. For one, it's obviously all for engagement. Two, and it's all bullshit. Three, and I'm like, you know what, this is somebody I wouldn't trust, and I'm familiar with things that this person has done in the past that are absolutely shady as hell. And but he's got a lot of people fooled because he's got a lot of followers, and I just don't understand how, because I can't even give you, I'm not even going to say who it is or anything, but I can't stand this person. It's like I watch them and I know they are so selfish, weird, and completely full of themselves, and full of shit, honestly. But it is what it is. I mean, to each their own. I'm sure this individual does well, but God, I can't stand to see this person at all. Yeah, it irks me. And I see a bunch of people trying to guess in the comments. I'm not going to say who it is. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it really doesn't matter. I'm not really one to throw shade directly at people, but there are just a few people in the space that I just do not trust at all. And they've shown time again that they really can't be trusted, but people don't seem to care as long as they're talking about things they like. And it's kind of, I don't know, man, like the crypto world is so messed up. But anyway, Cardano is currently in a downtrend, continuing to show bearish tendencies as its price trends below 50 cents. However, where many have seen an altcoin that does not have many prospects, crypto analyst Fiery Trading believes that the digital asset is giving investors an opportunity to get in for cheap. This again, the same story. Does anybody else feel like this is all deja vu? Like, is it just me, or does everybody kind of feel like this is all deja vu? I swear we see the same thing every time. I feel like I've read this exact article before years ago. I feel like I've read all of the current news multiple times at different parts of the market cycle. It is what it is. So anyway, but this is the chart that this gentleman is showing. In the Wednesday analysis, Fiery Trading notes that there's still the possibility for the altcoin's price to reach the top of the channel. In this case, the price would, this is insane to me. I'm a Cardano bull, but this is nonsense. The price would fully compete the move towards $30. However, the crypto analyst chart carries a $25 target, which would be a 5,600% rally from its current level. So, listen, that would all be wonderful, okay? But that's not happening. We're not going to see a $25 or $30 Cardano this market cycle. I hate to burst anyone's bubble, but I don't see how that's even feasible in any way, shape, or form. Now, if like 80% of the total circulating supply of Cardano was all staked and delegated to nodes not available on the market, and only 20% of the tokens were tradable, and the demand went skyrocketing in the bull run, and that could potentially drive, and like everybody that was staking it, like everyone that was staking like their 85% of the token just completely forgot about it and said, I'm leaving it sit until 2030, then we could see a $30 Cardano. But the reality of somebody buying into something at a low of like 20 cents or something, and then basically paying $20 for it, just a year later or whatever. I just don't see how that works. Let's be real, but anything's possible. The reality is that people always calculate market cap, and they're like, oh, well, this project's market cap is this, and this means it's good, and that means it's bad. And it doesn't really matter. And I keep trying to stress to people, market capitalization can be so all over the place that it really just doesn't matter that much. And I've explained this so many times. Like when people try to compare market caps in crypto, or compare crypto based on market cap, it just doesn't really mean shit. If I have $100 and then $80 is sitting in a bank where I can't touch it or do anything with it, but I'm trading the 20 that's left, and the value of each of those $20 dictates the value of the other 80 in the bank that I can't touch, it's very easy for me to make those dollars worth something. All I have to do is create demand And then that limited supply is going to push the price up. And if the tokens aren't there or accessible to push the price back down with selling pressure, I mean, we get the price of those dollars up as high as we want over time. And so, and it's just, the whole thing with market cap, to me, it's very, very, you can manipulate market cap very easily. It's really not that challenging, especially where we're at in the crypto space today. But for now, the ADA price is still struggling to hold up in the market. This is not helped by the decline in market sentiment, leading to a nasty 22% drop in its daily trading volume, according to data from CoinMarketCap. So, but this is all stuff we've seen countless times. So it is what it is. I just don't really think much about it. The Ethereum killer is defying gravity amid downturn in major crypto prices. Are we getting ready for a parabolic bull run? Personally, I think we are. I think we are absolutely getting ready for a parabolic bull run, and I think it's likely going to begin closer to the end of this month and maybe early June. But Cardano, the 10th largest cryptocurrency by market cap, defied the broader market downturn to post impressive gains in the 24-hour time frame. I did find it's fun. I find it funny because when everything in the market was red, when I look at my phone, it's like the only thing green is Cardano. Even if it's green by 1%, when everything else is in a 2 or 3% downturn, but Cardano's green, it's like, that's just hilarious. And it's just exactly how Cardano operates, man. It literally marches to the beat of its own drum. For better or worse, it just does its own thing. ADA spiked 4.25% in the last 24 hours to trade at 46 cents at the time of publication, according to data from Benzinga Pro. The rally made ADA the third best performing digital asset in the market over the last 24 hours. And, as much as I say, when Cardano's going down and people are freaking out and writing all these crappy articles about how Cardano's struggling and this and that, articles like this are kind of the same to me. It's just, ADA just does its own thing. And the price action right now in the current market, it just doesn't seem to matter to me. And I know it matters to other people because they're like, I just threw $100 into this random shit token and I made $1,000 this weekend. Cardano's crap and this meme token is the best. And I think a lot of that, I feel bad, honestly. I really genuinely do feel kind of bad when I see people say shit like that, because I'm like, you really have no clue. This has got to be your first market cycle because you have no idea what you're doing. But it is what it is. And it's cool. I was watching Crypto Jeb this morning. And of course, anytime I watch other YouTubers, I always say, crow your coins in their chat just to let them know. It's like me saying hi. And I like that Crypto Jeb, man. I think very early on, I was kind of unsure about him or what his goal was. And I had no idea. Like, he seems like a pretty religious guy and very much about like traditional values and things, and wants the people that's watching him to do well. And I respect that a lot. I think he's a cool dude. I've walked by him at conventions and things in the past, and I've never said anything to him. But you know what? Next time, I'm going to go up and shake his hand. I'm going to let him know he's all right, because I do like his content. And I like what he does. And yeah, but he had some really good points this morning. It's just like, you know what? When the market's pulling back, the question isn't, is the price going to turn around tomorrow? But where's the price going to be in a year, 2 years, 5 years from now? And if you believe in it, then the pullbacks are an opportunity for you to get in at a better position. And I agree. And that's why a lot of us, we say buy the dip. I don't necessarily say buy the dip, because chances are by the time things have started really dipping after a run, I'm already accumulated. I'm already in there. So, but anyway, so yeah, this is just it's like a little article talking about a little bit about what's going on. Nearly 60% of the respondents had voted in favor of the proposal. All right. Hypothetical poll from Charles Hoskinson. Would you like to see Bitcoin Cash become a Cardano partner chain, upgraded with useful proof of work Laos, Nepo Pow proof of works, and Ergo Tech, thus being the fastest and most useful proof of work chain ever built? Interesting. 15,760 votes. Let's just say yes and see what opens up here. Yes, daggone it. Yes. 69% of people voted yes. Kim.com, let's catch up. It looks like Kim.com's got some Bitcoin Cash somewhere. So obviously Charles Hoskinson is bothered by Roger Ver, you know, in his tax situation, and you know how they basically have gone after him. And you know, Roger Ver has seemingly had a lot of different run-ins with the law, and you know, from the fireworks thing, I guess he like bought some fireworks and took them across state lines and then sold them to somebody. I don't know if it was kind of like a passive thing, like, here, I'll sell you some of these, I have some extra if you want them, and then somehow, and like, I don't know if it was a sting, I don't know what it was. I never really dove too deep into it, but it looks like, you know, Charles is trying to, I think this is twofold. Number one, I think he might be trying to show how you know, elements of Cardano can help benefit other blockchains out there and strengthen their weaknesses. And two, I think he's just trying to throw Bitcoin Cash a bone. And then, you know, that woke up Kim.com. I've exchanged messages with Kim.com before because he had some pretty good ideas about things he wanted to do with NFT music and things. And I reached out and he's just like, what can you offer? And I'm like, what do you mean? What can I offer? I don't know. Let's talk about it. And then he just never said anything again. So I'm like, dude, I don't know what the fuck you're trying to get done with that attitude, but more power to you, man. I thought it sounded good, and it was something that I always thought I'd do it myself. I don't have anything against Kim.com. I think he does a lot of great work, but his approach to me, like trying to say, hey, how can we work together on something like this? I'm glad to help. It's like you can't really work that kind of shit out without a conversation, right? But I guess, you know, he just looks at me as like small potatoes, and he's like, you ain't shit, Crow, go away. So I went away. That's all there is to it. Moreover, the community was eagerly awaiting the Chang hard fork, a major technical upgrade aimed at boosting the network scalability and transaction speeds. The hard fork was tentatively slated for the second quarter. Based on historical movements, noted cryptocurrency analyst Ali Martinez had predicted a parabolic bull run for ADA. He said that last month's 50% price decline was a golden opportunity to stack up the asset. And it was, actually. But just like Bitcoin coming down to 60 grand from 74. And that's the thing, you know, we like to cherry pick our crypto and like what cryptocurrencies we talk about because it gives us all more content. Well, some of us, but it's all doing the same shit. I mean, let's be real. When Bitcoin drops, everything else does too. And then we cherry pick what we want to like talk about for dropping. And I see it all the time in the media and crypto media. And I'm like, this is so stupid. Everything is down like a pretty significant percent when Bitcoin drops. So let's just keep it 100. Keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. But it is what it is. Let's see. What is this? Cardano founder responds to ADA community, but with a warning. What's the warning, Charles? In a recent social media appearance, Charles Hoskinson, the visionary behind Cardano, addressed the clamor surrounding CIP69. This aims to streamline the development process on the Cardano blockchain by unifying arguments for all types of Plutus scripts currently available. Acknowledging the growing demand within the community, Hoskinson disclosed discussions between the development teams indicating the potential inclusion of CIP69 in the upcoming Chang hard fork. Despite the apparent community enthusiasm and backing from the Cardano Foundation, Hoskinson offered a note of caution. He emphasized the inherent risks associated with off-road map alterations, stressing the need for careful consideration to minimize potential disruptions. However, he assured stakeholders that development teams are committed to integrating CIP69 into the Chang hard fork without significant delays. Scheduled for this year, the hard fork marks a significant milestone in Cardano's evolution towards decentralized governance. It introduces minimum viable community-run governance to the Cardano blockchain, paving the way for on-chain community consensus governed by a constitution. I can't wait for this. I really can't. I can't wait for this. New constitution for Cardano. Beyond Chang, Hoskinson's statement outlined broader implications for Cardano's governance structure. With the advent of the Voltaire era, characterized by community-driven decision-making, the process for roadmap construction and ratification will undergo a comprehensive overhaul through CIP 1694. And remember, this is the system that's basically going to change the way Project Catalyst operates, which is the thing that I've kind of had a problem with for a while. I have not liked the way Project Catalyst functions as a VC arm, like a democratized VC arm of Cardano. I think people learned basically ways to fudge it and play with it, manipulate it to get what they want out of it. And I just don't think that should be possible. Anytime I go live, my phone just blows up. I swear my phone doesn't go anywhere all day. And then I go live and all of a sudden the whole world wants me. This proposal serves as a cornerstone in shaping Cardano's governance framework. I think this is going to be a really big deal, and I really look forward to seeing that because, quite frankly, I want to see some changes to Catalyst, and apparently Catalyst is going to be no more in terms of the way it operates in the most recent funds. So, bingo, 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 bingo. All right. Just a reminder, ton of apples.com. If you're going to be in the Tampa area on May 31st, we got 22 days and 3 hours. This is my wife's play that she wrote. She's directing, choreographing, and performing in. And I mean, this is going to be off the chain, man. If you're going to be in Tampa, you're definitely going to want to see this. It's going to be a really big deal. And a big part of me wonders if this is going to be one of those things that, because I know now that a lot of like local Tampa media are going to be attending this thing. And I didn't realize what a big deal it was to have some of these media folks attend a play or performance. But I know of like 10 now that are going to this thing. They've requested tickets, and like one of them is like Tampa Bay Magazine, I think it is. And just like, wow, you know what I mean? There are different groups that are going to this. But I don't know if like any of them are going to be writing about it or talking about the play in their respective mediums. I have no idea what to expect, but I hope that some of them cover this thing, because I think this is going to like absolutely blow people away when they see what this is all about and what this is. It's really difficult to explain. It's definitely going to be wildly entertaining, but I honestly do believe that this is going to pull on a lot of emotional strings for people. In a good way. I think this is going to be a really good thing. But, you know, I don't know. It'll be sad if the media basically starts writing about how great it was after everybody's missed it. That's what's going to suck. But, you know, I'm appreciative of the fact that people have been showing interest in things. But definitely, you know, I would like to see some activity. Let's take a look at the crypto market. Okay, so Bitcoin's back up to about 62,000. Not sure that it's going to last. I think we're going to be moving down again. Cardano's still at number 10, trading at 45 cents. XRP's up to 51 cents. I mean, I don't see XRP. I really don't see how XRP is even where it's at, let alone having a significant future. But I don't know. I could be wrong. Ethereum's under $3,000 again, which is interesting to see. The fear and greed index is neutral at 52, and that's just because it's all sideways. Like there's just nothing significant happening right now. I am still in my long trade, but I'm down $6,000 on my long trade. But you know what? We came all the way down here to 56,000, and I wasn't freaking out then either. I think I was negative like $10,000 or something. I don't remember what it was. It was down a lot, but I was like, you know what? I just don't want it to hit. I don't want it to hit 48,000, let alone 47. If we can stay above that mark, then I'm good until we trend back up in a real way. But ultimately, yeah, I don't want to see it go down too far. We might be bouncing off that moving average though, but I'm not 100% sure. Where am I looking at? This isn't what I'm looking for. What was that? Was that CME? Yeah, this is the CME futures, and we don't have any gaps to fill that I'm aware of. The last gap to fill was all the way down in the 40,000 range, and we filled that. Everything else has been filled. So, I mean, potentially the price could just pump and go, but it's not. It's being held back a little bit. This is Bitcoin's dominance, market cap dominance. You know, it's fallen a bit since April. You know, we wicked all the way up to a 57% dominance, came back down, and now we're just, I mean, this is just a trade. This is just like a trend channel right here. It's just nothing blowing my skirt back either way. We did get a red X. So we got a red X for manipulation here back on the 7th. Now we're at the 9th. this very well could be the case, because it looks like the price wanted to move, and then we got that manipulation on the market cipher A, basically saying there's manipulation going on in the market. The price is going to go down much further. And of course we did, but we still haven't touched back on this moving average that has been working its way back up. Now, I'm seeing some people say, maybe we could get to 47,000, you know what I mean? Which obviously I don't want to see. I don't even want to see us break into this 50,000 window. But with the base of this pi cycle top indicator being where we bounced, and it just being at an upward trajectory, so it's hard for me to move my big ogre mouth properly with some of these words. But you can see the times when we've moved under this, it was when it was all sideways. All of the sideways activity basically just allowed the price to move up and down, up and down, up and down. But once we started moving upward with the base of this pi cycle moving average, we have not really closed under it. We haven't closed under it. And you can see this is really just speeding up. I mean, this is moving. So could we bounce off of this again? Yeah. But if we do, and even if we did, it would be at around 59,000. So I think I think the bottom might be in at this point on a local level. I could be wrong. I'm always right sometimes, as I always say, but I just don't think we're going to break down below that, close below it, and then move further down. I think that would be pretty dramatic if we did, but anything is possible. I could be wrong. On a 4-hour candle, we're still under it. We did break and close above it, but we broke under it, and here we are. But we've been chopping up and down on the 4-hour for a while. That was a daily. This is a daily candle here. On a daily, that means a lot more than the 4-hour. So yeah, we'll see. This is Cardano on a weekly. I don't really want this on a weekly. I didn't work that out as a weekly. But yeah, if we're looking at this on a daily candle, we kind of broke through a bit. Well, technically it would kind of be like that if we wanted it to be a wide berth. But, and then this, it's so weird. Like, do I count the wicks? Do I not count the wicks? But yeah, I mean, but either way you slice it, this is a slow moving upward channel. And, we'll see where we go. I'd like to see us bounce off of this, get into the 50 cent range. But, and then this, of course, is my Cardano versus Ethereum. And, I was just looking at the numbers here a little bit earlier, and from the local peak to the bottom, we've dropped 70% against Ethereum. Okay. And, if we drop 70% against Ethereum during this period, but then, at some point over the next couple months, we are able to pump, 130, 150, 200% against Ethereum, then we're golden, even if we do get another pullback. But you can see here, this was a 75% drop against Ethereum over 175 days before we rallied and basically pulled out of that and ramped up 600% against Ethereum. It's just, we keep seeing this stuff over and over and over with price action. Here we are. This was 2019. We had kind of a little local pump in that market there. And then of course here, so we get these ebbs and flows in the market. And, just people using Cardano to basically, they might profit in other tokens, and then they throw it into Cardano for another significant pump, because it takes a lot. It takes more to move Cardano's price than it does a lot of these other tokens. But that's good in a bear market cycle, because the price isn't necessarily going to dump hard overnight, but it does take a little while longer for it to pump in a in a bull cycle. So, but yeah, it just makes things a little more risk averse for someone like me. I've gotten old. I don't really like pumping stuff into a lot of these garbage tokens anymore. So anyway, that's about all I had to say directly on my thoughts. Meme moguls a rug ? I don't think so. I've claimed some of my tokens on there. I mean, I invested in meme moguls expecting absolutely nothing. As I said, I'm like, I don't know what this is. It just looks fun. But I invested a couple Ethereum, I think. And, and they're talking about, oh, we're going to have this game and we're going to have all these things. I've been keeping up on it a little bit. But, let me look at the chat, see what's going on in here. Remember the bonus token? Maybe everyone needs to chill. Just look at the ticket number that you made. I think people are, because I even had to send in like a little ticket because like I couldn't claim the rest of my token. So I don't know what's happening. Yeah, I don't know. I don't necessarily think it's a rug yet. If it is one, I don't think it's really a rug yet. I just think that they're doing things in a way that just always got people freaking out. And that's it. Like, they're like, oh, you have a problem? We'll go into our Discord and submit a ticket. And I'm sure that their ticketing system is just slammed with all kinds of people that are like, where are my tokens? How do I do this? And they're entering multiple tokens all the time because the first tickets are I don't know. I think it's a cluster. It's a bit of a cluster right now, but I wouldn't say it's necessarily a rug. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not expecting anything. I just I got the tokens. I'm letting them sit. If anything happens. Even BitConnect went up after that whole debacle, right? So anything is possible. I don't really care. It was just a fun degen moment for me. And so I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully something good comes of it. But I'm not expecting anything significant. Have you averaged down on SEI and honestly, I think I sold my SEI. I think I got out of it and put it into IAG or something. I can't remember what I did. I'm just, every time I try to go into something other than Cardano, I'm like, you know what? This just isn't like, I like my IAG. As a matter of fact, I might be launching a node, like some sort of IAG node with somebody that I've been chatting with for a few years now. And we'll see how that works. And of course, now that I'm live, I'm getting Telegram messages. I mean, it's like, I guess people are just waking up at noon and like, hey, it's noon o'clock. Let's blow crow up all over the place. But normally I go live a little later in the day. So this is just my day. Typically I'm quick to respond. So, but listen, yeah, I'm going to be at Rare Evo in Vegas, August 15th, 17th. So make sure you get your tickets. You can buy your tickets now, get some, and I will definitely see you there. And like I said, if you're going to be in Tampa at the end of this month, you daggone better make sure you've got your tickets to go to this Time for Love play. It's going to be amazing. I'm telling you, I promise you it's going to be amazing. Even the performers, I will tell you this is true. Because my wife has broken up rehearsals into basically two groups. And when one group finally saw what the other group was going to do, because it's been kind of a secret, like the ending of this play is actually kind of a secret, and it's been a secret even to the performers in it. Okay. Dude, I wish people watched my lives before they like, hey, his Crow live before I blow up his Telegram. But it's whatever. But yeah, people that finally realized what was in store for the ending of this play, several of the performers lost it. They were like, my reaction to their reaction is very emotional. If you can't tell, man, I really wish everybody could see this thing. I really do. It's just going to be, god dang. I think this is, quite frankly, like, next to having our daughter and her son, I think this is going to be absolutely the biggest thing she's ever done in her life. And I'm just super, super pumped. So anyway, I'm going to sign off before I get all emotional this afternoon, because then it just leaves me all stuffy the rest of the day, and I got work to do, and I don't want that. So until next time, guys and gals, thanks for joining me, and I'll crow your coins, and I'll see you again soon.